Imagine if we could shrink all of Earth's history into just one day. When would life first appear? How long did dinosaurs live? And how long have humans existed? Just seconds. Let's explore the entire history of Earth in 24 hours. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing stories like this. It's midnight, the start of everything. A new star is born, our sun. Around it, a swirling cloud of gas and dust begins to form. From this cloud, a small clump grows. That clump will become Earth. Back then, a day on Earth lasted only 6 hours. Over time, the moon's gravity slowed Earth's spin, making our days longer. At 40 minutes past midnight, another planet called Theia, about the size of Mars, crashes into Earth. The impact throws molten debris into space, which later comes together to form the moon. By 1 hour and 15 minutes, Earth cools down. Volcanoes release steam, which turns into rain. The first oceans begin to form. At first, the water boils away quickly, but soon, stable seas appear. Asteroids and comets also bring more water to the planet. Even today, tiny bits of space dust keep falling to Earth, around 60 to 100 tons each day. At 1 hour and 52 minutes, hot volcanic vents deep in the ocean mix chemicals together. Here, the first organic molecules form: amino acids, RNA, and proteins. Eventually, the first living cell appears at 4 hours and 30 minutes. Life on Earth has begun. By 5 hours and 53 minutes, viruses appear. Earth's core also forms 2 layers, a solid inner core and a liquid outer one, creating Earth's magnetic field. At 11 hours and 13 minutes, simple bacteria evolve into early ecosystems. One type, cyanobacteria, starts photosynthesis, using sunlight to make food and releasing oxygen. At 11 hours and 35 minutes, oxygen fills the atmosphere in what's known as the Great Oxygenation Event. Many early life forms die, but new oxygen-loving species begin to thrive. At 13 hours and 39 minutes, one cell swallows another, and instead of digesting it, they work together. This leads to complex eukaryotic cells, the building blocks of all plants and animals. By 15 hours and 43 minutes, cells start forming simple multicellular life. At 17 hours and 47 minutes, the first organisms reproduce sexually. The first fungi also appear. At 20 hours and 38 minutes, Earth freezes over during a snowball Earth period. Almost all life dies, except some that survive near volcanic hot springs. A few minutes later, volcanoes melt the ice, and life begins to grow again. At 21 hours and 2 minutes, the first complex animals appear, soft-bodied creatures in the ocean. 10 minutes later, during the Cambrian explosion, life suddenly becomes much more diverse. Hard shells and skeletons develop, including early trilobites and primitive fish. At 21 hours and 34 minutes, plants appear on land, followed by the first insects and arthropods. By 21 hours and 50 minutes, the seas are full of fish, and some start to crawl onto land. At 22 hours and 5 minutes, the first amphibians appear. A few minutes later, the continents merge into a single landmass, Pangaea. At 22 hours and 20 minutes, the first reptiles evolve. By 22 hours and 48 minutes, some reptiles grow into dinosaurs. They walk upright, making them faster and stronger than other animals. At 23 hours and 13 minutes, small dinosaurs develop feathers and become the first birds. 3 minutes later, flowering plants appear, attracting insects and transforming the planet. At 23 hours and 39 minutes, a huge asteroid crashes into Earth, wiping out the dinosaurs. 75% of all species die. But from this disaster, mammals rise and begin to dominate the planet. At 23 hours and 40 minutes, small primates, early ancestors of humans, appear. By 23 hours and 49 minutes, monkeys evolve. At 23 hours and 58 minutes, some primates in Africa begin walking upright. the first hominids. Everything else happens in the final minute of the day. Homo habilis, the handyman, appears, using simple tools. Homo erectus learns to control fire and spreads across the world. Neanderthals appear, intelligent, social, and caring for each other. Then Homo sapiens, modern humans, evolve in Africa. In the last second, humans begin farming, building civilizations, and shaping the planet. The pyramids of Giza rise, the Industrial Revolution begins, and finally, the Internet is born. And now, here we are, just a tiny fraction of Earth's 24-hour history, watching this video, learning how it all began.